Greetings and salutations, my name is JW608 and today I am playing StarMade. And I was doing something, but don't know what it is anymore, and I'm confused. But being confused is my natural state, so it's not too bad. Alright, let's see. I would like some buttons. Except instead of buttons, I actually want a knot and an activator. Because I want to grab this and tie it into that. And throw this here, and this to that. All right. Oh, that was an incredibly descriptive explanation of your actions there, JW. I know, wouldn't it, though? All right. So what have I done? Okay. So this pickup rail picks up to this rail. This rail has this button by it. This button is attached to this knot, which is attached to this small activation doohickey. So when something's docked here, this knot turns off, and this activation turns off. Because I would like it so that this button is, well, let's see. Actually, let's have you... Oh, no, you. Not you. You. Straight up control this. This red light. So if something is docked here, then something docks this activation module turns on this red light saying, yo, something's docked here. Docked up top, so... And I also want to deny it the ability to open the door and raise the platform. So, what I need to do is I need to reverse engineer what I've done. So that button just goes straight to that flip-flop. Okay. Is there anything else this button does? Yes. This button also fires that button. Well, why am I doing that? Because this was originally attached to something else, wasn't it? Let's do that and instead do this. There we go. Alright. So it's going to come up and go boop. And I don't need any special notification telling me you can't park here, because the game's going to say, you can't park here, stupid. So I don't need special indications here. So let's hit the button. That's going to lower it. Oh, I thought something hung. It was the server was auto-saving. All right. The door is going to close. It's going to be beautiful and wonderful and all happy and stuff. And I want to make sure before I fiddle with anything else that there was a different reason why I had this wired up the way I did. Alright, let's instead, let's hit a small button here. Small button. And use this to fire that. Why? Reduces logic lines. Thought you like logic lines. I do like logic lines. Oh, come on. There we go. I don't know what I did, but it caused it not to fire right. Anyway. Alright, so that's going to work fine. So that doesn't do anything but... Hanger down. Oh, I wired it backwards. That's what I done. See, this is why you test things. So this should actually go here. No. Yes. No. See, this is why you test things, and this is also why you keep backup copies. Because instead of sitting there beating my head against a wall, I'll pull up the last one I saved, which is at the end of last episode. Haha. Wait. So, I need to redo my logic stuff here. But first, let's figure out... This is up. Up. It's this activation, which doesn't do anything, apparently. Okay. That activation... How does this work? Like black magic? So that turns those... And this triggers the door. Okay, I got that part. Then I hit the button again, it'll trigger that. This triggers... This does not appear to trigger anything. Of course it triggers something, this activation module. Okay. And that fired there. Oh, it's tied into that. I see that. That's clear. It's not tied into any of those. This should be firing this door. I don't see how it does it. Good grief. Come on, JW, you know you're better than this. No, I want to stay there. I want to activate that button. I didn't see anything trigger here. Okay. So it's going down, it sees that, and it decides trigger the door. Okay. I'm comprehending all this. Is this not actually not doing anything? This not is not doing anything. Okay. I have that firing. Okay. The button itself is firing the... It's firing that. So what does it do when the door is up or down? I'll say it's okay, it's down because I fired it right. Alright. Well, this is the stuff you do off camera, cheater. So hitting this button just triggers that to go that way. I guess if it's already open, then it doesn't really need to. Oh, but I've offset something. There we go. Oh. See, true is down. The hanger is down. So let's set that down and close the door. I don't like this button automatically triggering that. This one should trigger it. There we go. Alright. We'll see if that works. Always get someone competent to fire your, or to build your to build your logic. Otherwise, you get some moron who builds things like this. Alright, there we go. It's taken me way too long to figure that out. But always test your logic and always say backups. And we're at the top of the line, and make sure this works this way. And it does work that way. Alright, now I will actually do what I plan to do this episode and tie this in here. And also tie this into this red light, which we're going to name Roxanne. And I want, where am I? This one to be tied to a small activator. And it to be tied to an and. And the small button to be tied to an and this is going to also tie, oh yeah, that's firing the button anyway. Alright, then the and is going to trigger the flip-flop. So right now I'm in the lower position. This knot is set to nothing, so I should be able to hit this button and nothing happened. I mean, absolute, wait a minute. That's feeding to that. That's feeding to... Oh, dummy. I'm also feeding to the... also feeding to the flip-flop. Always test your logic. Because if I said, oh, done deal, then I would have messed up bad. So now it's not going to let me move that down because... yeah. So we'll just have to manual override. I'm probably going to have like an access door or something here to manually access this stuff here. Alright. Well, this one hangar is more complicated than the entire mining array. And I think it's beautiful. Besides, the rails, I think, oh, I said this about some other things, but I think rails are going to be basically update-proof. So I don't have to worry about that. All right. So we're going to pretend something is docked here. Something is docked here that has turned this knot off. So I come here. I want to, and I can't. See the orange light indicating the door's moving is off. Red light indicating something, hey, dummy, something's parked here. But if we actually cycle through, so nothing actually is parked here, then I should be able to come in here and hit the button, and why aren't you doing what you need to be doing? What's this red light? There we go. Alright, there we go. Always test your logic. So if nothing is docked in this dock here, then the elevator will come up. But if something is docked here, it'll prevent you from hitting the button. So it won't go up or down. And I don't know why I have a big gaping hole in the ceiling. I don't know why I'm going to try to fix it with a corner either. Alright, and that is the desired behavior. I think for right now, the hangar is basically, the mechanics of the hangar is basically done. Unless I would like a... yeah, we're probably going to set up something in the bridge to give control over the hangar. So like a button or something to an indicator and a button to press to raise and lower the hangar. My bridge might need to be bigger. Anywho, I have been JW608. This has been StarMade, and this has been the end of that of the hangar thing. So we're gonna call this Big Miner 16. There we go. Always save your blueprints, because who knows when you're going to mess up and it's going to be easier to start again. And what on earth? I've been deleting stabilizers. Well, I guess I'm not on Earth, so... Anywho, I'll dig you cats later. You still have a lot of work to do on this thing. I want it to be like a technological marvel. I'll dig y'all later. It's another hole.